Good afternoon. My name is Erin Barkley. This is for Speech 106 with Alicia White at Wallace State Community College. In today's topic, I will be informing you on how to bake cookies made from cake batter. So everyone has a favorite type of cookie. Of course, we all do. Mine just so happens to be cake batter cookies. In my opinion, they are much quicker and simpler and cheaper to make. So you will need 4 ingredients, so obviously a lot easier than made from scratch cookies. But you will need cake batter mix, you will need eggs, you will need vegetable oil, and you will need flour. To start off, you want to be sure to clean your hands very, very well. You will be using your hands to mix this up and to form into balls towards the end of this process. So make sure your hands are clean, wash them very well, and you will also need to make sure that your work environment is sanitized and clean. So what I like to use when I'm cleaning my work environment, I use Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner, and I spray my work area down and I wipe it down very well. But some people like to use Clorox wipes, Lysol wipes, whatever you have on hand, just to make sure that your work environment is clean, because you do not want to transfer any germs or bacteria into this cake batter mix. So, firstly, what you will do, you will take your 1 box of cake batter and you will pour it into a large mixing bowl, which I have here. Once you pour your 1 box of cake batter mix into the bowl, you will then take 2 tablespoons of flour and you will put it on top of your cake batter mix. After doing that, you will take your 2 eggs and you will put that in there with the rest of the mixture. After that, you want a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. This is very important. This will help form the cookies. So after you do all that, you will take it, like I said, into this large mixing bowl and make sure to mix the cookie up very, very well. You don't want any lumps, any clumps. You don't want to be able to see any flour, and you definitely don't want to be able to see any of the cake batter mix like clumped up in there. So after doing that, you of course want to, like I said, make sure that it is mixed in very well. And then, once I get everything mixed up together, that is when I start to preheat my oven. I preheat the oven to 350 degrees and make sure that it is preheated before you stick the cookies in there. If you stick them in there beforehand, they're not going to cook well and they will be very doughy. So, after I mix everything up, I take my cake batter mix or my cookie mix, whatever you want to call it, and I roll my cookie mix into balls. And before I do that, though, I always get my hands wet, just a little bit. You want to get them damp. You don't want them to be soaking wet, like when you wash your hands. You want to just get them very damp, and then you will put some flour on your hands. This will help form the balls and really not have anything stick to your hands, not have any of this cake batter mix stick to your hands. So after I get some flour on there, I will take the cookies, the cookie mix, and I will roll it into balls, sticking them on a cookie sheet. When you stick them onto the cookie sheet, you want to make sure to put these balls at least 2 inches apart. And the reason being is because once you start to cook these cookies, they will form together if you don't get them far enough apart. And when you do that, they will end up being doughy and they just won't be as good. So after we get them rolled onto the balls and rolled into the balls and onto the cookie sheet, and you want to make sure that your oven is done preheating, and then you will stick these in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Shouldn't take longer than 10 minutes for them to cook. Once you get them out, you will see that they are moist, they are soft, and really you could just get them to crumble in your hands. They are so good. I don't know what it is about these cookies that are so much better than made from scratch cookies, but they're a favorite of mine and a favorite at my house. So obviously this is something fun and simple that, you know, everyone can enjoy, but especially right now with the holidays coming up, this is just a simple process and a simple dessert that you can take with you to your holiday gatherings. I mean, even if you have a full day at work and you're going to a holiday party, you go home and you pop these in the oven. It takes maybe 15 minutes for the whole process. And, you've got really good cookies to take with you. So that is what we are talking about today. That is what I have shown you how to do. And I hope that you guys can make these at home and enjoy it. Thank you.